Global governance cannot be discussed and solved without education.
We need a global business coalition that is determined to put education to the top of the agenda.
We need all over the world for governments, parents, business, and children to understand the high stakes of education.
By investing in education, we develop not only individuals, but communities by fostering the intellectual capacity and skills required to address society's future challenges.
We don't live in a stable world. We don't sort of just have to provide education for the world of today, but we need to create the education that is going to shape the world of tomorrow.
The old educational paradigm, master knowledge and rules, suddenly isn't looking so good.
There's too much attention to testing and not enough to learning life skills. How do you problem solve? How do you engage with other human beings? How do you engage with other people who are not like you?
So I think a closer look at the link between skills, between education and the world beyond schooling is an important one which our societies must address.
I think educational opportunity is so unfairly distributed.
There's still a gap in terms of girls going to school, even though that gap is closing. But the real critical key now is to make sure we continue to keep girls in school and into secondary school. And that's where we're really falling.
If half the population isn't able to go on to secondary school or higher education, a society is trying to walk only on one leg.
Students have different talents, they have different motivations, they come from different social backgrounds. And we can see that this is probably the single biggest challenge for most education systems, to foster the talents of all students.
Persons with disabilities are particularly neglected in many, many societies.
I believe that information and communication technology can revolutionize education. It can help inclusion so that everybody has a chance.
Because we all know that the ultimate renewable, as we say, energy, this is the human being.
Learning is an active process. It's an interaction between teacher and the learning material and the child.
Learning has to be caught rather than taught. You have to communicate your own passion, your own dedication, your own enthusiasm.
And that's what school, whatever it is, whatever age, whatever place, that's what a school should be. A place where you learn the pleasure to learn.
When we talk about schools, we think about students are learning, but how do we ensure that teachers continue to learn? How do we ensure that systems keep learning, developing the eyes and ears of education systems to see how the world is changing?
I strongly believe that the various levels of commendable progress we have achieved in modern societies is due basically to our capacity to imagine and innovate.
Education opens your eyes and all of a sudden you discover things that you didn't realize before.
Really, education is about bridging the gap between what you are today and what you have it in yourself to become tomorrow.
Change takes a long time. So, we should not treat innovation as a project. It's a process, it needs to be sustained, it requires support.